The world is filled with beautiful places, and for some reason, we Indians just look or admire or try to, go just to the US. Although we are everywhere, but majority of us just know the US. Have you seen how Russian villages are? This is a part of the series which is called The World Is Not Just America. We'll be today having a look at how Russian villages are. So let's go. Damn.
I get nice
You see the
theater
drift?
service.
Nice.
I get nice theater service. I grew up in a village and I am proud of it. Every street in this place is dear to me and I am proud of it.
I can't believe that villages in Russia have these type of statues, because हमारे यहाँ तो cities में भी it's not like this, It's really amazing.
Street in this place is dear to me and I'm very happy to walk around and show you my village so you can see how regular Russian villages looks like.
It's so peaceful. I mean, it's like, the place in Doraemon. You see ऐसे घर हैं and
around and show you my village
this can
so
be
you
the
can
ground where Nobita and his friends used to play and they used to bully him. Yeah.
see how regular Russian villages looks like.
Khvorostyanka is an average village in the heart of Russia. It has hot summers and freezing winter. Average
How
village in
big
the
is Russia now? It's amazing at how massive it is. And it's so underrated, I guess, because it's really beautiful. There are snow and all. And अभी तो war की वजह से it is maybe not a good place to go. But अगर war नहीं हो तो it's an amazing place to visit.
Part
It has
of
snow and all everything.
Russia. It has hot summers
Wow.
and freezing winters. You can vividly
Hot
feel
summers?
each season.
I wonder what the temperatures goes there, highest temperature. Let's have a look. Okay, so the highest temperature ever officially recorded in Russia during the summer is 45 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we can assume that it's like in normal season it can be around 30 to 35, which is good. Like I think maybe it's a whole, like मुझे इतना आइडिया लग रहा है इस चीज़ से कि it is a whole balanced place to live in.
Since it is the district center, sort of the main village among our villages, it remains a pleasant enough
Wow.
place to live in. People from the nearby smaller settlements come here. About 5,000 people live here.
This is the map on which we are going to walk today, and look at what I think are
It's
the key
massive
points
for
in my
5,000
village.
people, the peace. यहाँ पे तो like छोटी सी जगह में there are way too much people, and Russia is like a very big, just like the village,
And let's-
which is I think population density वहाँ की low है. That's why the people are more peaceful and happy there.
Start with what everyone sees the very first entering this place. A large sign with the name of the
Let's
village.
see what is the population and population density पहले, ताकि थोड़ा आइडिया तो लगे. Okay, so population is 1.45 billion of India. Russia की 146 million, which is way less. Land area Russia की ज़्यादा है. Population density, oh my god, there are 440 people per kilometer square, and यहाँ पे है 8.5. मतलब it's like way off. Like if we कितने times ज़्यादा है population density, if we take simply that, divide by 8.5, so 47 times more population density India की. And what is per capita GDP is 2.4 and 15 lakh, per year. So obviously the people will be more happier because less crowd hai, so people are they are more peaceful, they earn more, it's balanced temperature. I mean, it's really awesome how this place is. I mean, the whole Russia, obviously the village is also good.
Khvorostyanka.
And also here is a statue that represents our hospitality. It holds the bread, like in Russia, хлеб с солью, something like a welcoming gesture to guests. So you're welcome.
Let's start our tour with my favorite village school. There is only one school in Khvorostyanka except for the kindergarten, which I'll show you later.
This is where I spent
Okay, so वाओ, यहाँ पे विलेजेस के भी स्कूल इतने सुंदर है ना.
except for the kindergarten, which
amazing.
I'll show you later.
This is where I spent most of my life, and I already made a video about my school, and it's gotten over 1 million views.
Wow.
If I only knew that this amount of people will watch it, I will try harder, or I would be paralyzed with a fear and I would never film this video. Then I was still studying here. They built a cool new
Wow.
stadium
The
where
villages of Russia have playgrounds
local
like this.
football team and teams from our
And
villages
our schools in our villages look like this. And I think we are just fucked, you know? Because when you see the world and you compare the world to your country, you are just like, neither do we have roads, neither do we have good schools. Even the villages of Russia are so beautiful, clean, well maintained. I mean, अगर हम शहरों को देखें, so like Moscow and all, उससे तो comparison ना ही करें. I mean, if you take our top cities के posh areas, we can put, I mean, ज़्यादा हो गया थोड़ा, but like maybe we can, it's comparable, right? India के big cities से भी we can't compare to these villages of these countries, and Russia also. So it's really shameful, I guess, you know. हमें शर्म आती है जब भी anyone visits India or we go outside, because racism देखते हैं हम लोग. They say that go to your country, leave the country, because no matter how much we cry, we are dirty, our places are dirty. We don't give a fuck about any places or any public places about us. Even the younger generation, I see well educated friends of mine throwing garbage, just as they throw it. They do not have any self accountability, or education का कोई फायदा नहीं है. And it's really sad,
play football, and we even have our own football club which is called Zvezda. And my dad told me that sometimes to our village David Beckham comes and he plays for our club.
Wow. What? She did that.
Агент Несси, отвечаешь.
Wow.
А ты смотришь так же?
А можно нет?
So we have an Orthodox church near my school, and I didn't go here often, but I Orthodox church
That
near
is
my
the most Russian church ever. Like, it's like that building in Moscow, that famous building.
school, and I didn't go here often, but I did go here with my grandmother.
Majority of them are Catholics or Christians as per.
Church near my school, and I didn't go here often, but I did go here with my grandmother. There are some celebrations, or for example, before United States exam, me and my mom was going to this church to pray for my education so I can pass my exams. I don't know if it was God's help or my anxiety disorder, but I passed my exams perfectly. Here we also have a technical school or college. School students always had prejudices about students of college, because it was considered something like a place where students go who doesn't have enough power to pass exams and go to university. Here you can learn to be a cook, a tractor driver, accountant, but to be
They have a college where they teach tractor driving. Wow. I didn't know कि ऐसी कोई जगह होती है.
honest, why everyone should go
या ऐसे कॉलेज में सिखाया जाता है, which is amazed. I'm just amazed.
and study into the city.
Wow.
Life in here is so peaceful, and if a person just
Yeah,
wants
it
to
is
stay in
peaceful.
here with their friends and family and live a simple village life, I think that's just perfect. Thanks to people like this, like our village is
Imagine if you are good in like India or something, you have a remote job and you go to a place and just stay there. Like you'll have a really peaceful life. Like India के शोर शराबे, traffic, गंदगी, corruption सबसे दूर, just a peaceful fucking life.
is not only not dying, but continues to become like more comfortable and comfortable for living.
Wow.
There are a huge number of villages in Russia which unfortunately are slowly dying because there are either too low wages or no jobs at all. Young people are leaving for the cities for a better life, and beautiful rural areas
is sad.
simply remain abandoned. Over the last 20 years, more than 30,000 villages have disappeared in Russia. But larger settlements like Khorastyan
आई फील लाइक इंडिया में भी ऐसा ही होगा, यू नो, जैसे जैसे समय बीतेगा, बिकॉज अमंग्स द यंगर फोर्स जो भी यंग इंडियंस हैं उनको बाहर जाने की, अपना गांव छोड़ने की, फार्मिंग छोड़ने की, यू नो, एक यू सी दैट उनको बहुत ही जल्दी है ये चीज़ छोड़ने की. बट द थिंग इज़ ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. देयर शुड बी स्मॉल स्मॉल विलेजेस, पीसफुल, सब कुछ क्लीन, एंड देयर शुड बी जॉब्स अराउंड आसपास का, यू नो. देयर शुड नॉट बी अ रश इन द बिग सिटीज़. फिर पानी की कमी होती है, लोग बढ़ जाते हैं, अपार्टमेंट्स के प्राइस बढ़ जाते हैं, जगहों के, लैंड के. इट्स जस्ट नॉनसेंस, यू नो. और ऐसा नहीं कि उनको पसंद होता है, वो भी वहाँ पे घुट रहे होते हैं. दे रिग्रेट इट. सो आई थिंक मे बी रशिया से हमें सीखना चाहिए कि वी शुड कंजर्व आवर विलेजेस, यू नो, और विलेज लाइफ और समथिंग लाइक दैट. अंधी दौड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए हम अपने शहरों की तरफ, या फिर जो भी है.
do not die but even improve each year.
And I feel like in some time people will come back to the villages from the city because
Yeah.
in the city all this stress and cost of living is just blять unpleasant.
Yeah, which was I was talking about. There are
And now
no
we
people
are
around.
entering
Like she went by a road and there is nothing.
And now we are entering kindergarten.
I think that's
This
because
is
of the
like a
population density.
kindergarten, elementary school, and I was in here.
Oh my
and
God.
I consider it the best.
We in India used to go places, you know, where we had picnics from our school end, जो कि ऐसी दिखती थी. Our school does not have this kind of greenery. It was big school, good school, but it lacked, you know, greenery and beautifulness. I mean, it's beautiful that their schools have like this.
Place in the village. We have 2 kindergartens in our village, and I was in the both of them. They're also free, just like the school. The main entrance. It's so cute in here.
It's all empty and abandoned, yaar.
Then I was in this.
Or maybe it's
kindergarten,
holiday or
these
something.
little rooms. It was our toilet. Мы тут ссали. Тут тоже
Я,
ссали.
я знаю, что
I
здесь
think there
говно
is
сидит.
just too much space in Russia, you know. And also the male to female ratio is also, मैंने सुना है कि कम है, because there are more females. There are like 100 females per 86 males. So yeah.
Измазано. Ну, типа.
Фантомные качели. This is how we ride in Russia.
Maybe this is summers because Russia is a very cold place, you know. The greenery is there, and I think आराम से 25-30 डिग्री का या फिर 28 डिग्री का एक सूदिंग सा टेम्परेचर होगा अभी वहाँ का, जहाँ पे जिस टाइम ये वीडियो शूट हुआ है. इट्स जस्ट ब्यूटिफुल यार.
Ту-ту, бля.
I kind of want to go there, you know.
Здесь был гудрон.
Okay, जल्दी से let's see what is cost of living there as compared to India. So India में सिंगल पर्सन रेंट हटा के 25 से 35 हज़ार लगेगा, वहाँ पे 45 to 65 के सिंगल पर्सन इंक्लूडिंग रेंट. ओके, फैमिली ऑफ 4. सो इट्स आस पास. आई वुड नॉट से दैट इट्स, मतलब इट्स मे बी डबल कि 1 का 2 है, 1.5 का 3 लाख है, बट इट्स लाइक एज वी कंपेयर टू यूरोप और अमेरिका. तो अगर वॉर ख़त्म हो जाए तो इट मे बी अ वेरी गुड प्लेस टू गो एंड लिव. Maybe cities of Russia or villages of Russia, if you are earning good from your remote job, maybe, you know. Why can't? Yeah, why not? It's just amazing. Meal at an expensive restaurant also, 250 in India, 800 in Russia. So it's like doable if you earn a good amount, you know, and you can work remotely. Amazing.
Я увидела.
Такая гора гудрона черного. Это была наша живая.
These things are actually really tasty, but we was eating this in September because like it's getting ready in September. It's in September. You can
Wow.
literally live here.
So it's September. Look at the clouds and the blue sky. It's amazing. And I don't, apart from ghar ke aspas, I don't see people around in the public spaces,
You
which
can
is
literally
shocking
live
because
here.
if you move there, it will be kind of depressing, you know, if you see no people. I see one car, two cars, finally. Wow.
As a kid, I was so afraid
Wow.
of them. Now they should be afraid of me. Что ты смотришь? Зенки свои вылупил.
You should be afraid of them because मैंने सुना है कि when you इनको गुस्सा दिलाओ तो they charge at you with their beaks.
Now we are on our way to the hospital, and I would love to
Wow,
show you how it
hospital
looks
in village?
inside, but I'm like too anxious.
As an Indian, I must say that I'm truly amazed because here there are usually hospital in big cities or there are blocks among the villages where you go, you know, and which is fucked up kind of because होना चाहिए भाई गांव में ही.
A lot actually. The hospital is also free, and you can go to any doctor
It's
if you're
free.
worried about something. But
It's
of course,
free,
like,
which is
you
good.
have to wait in lines, or
Okay.
for example, then I was going to.
तो लाइन भी छोटी होती होगी because population is less because when you go to a government hospitals here in India there are huge lines because of there are more poor people who can't afford really private healthcare and because they get free तो ऐसे blocks पे या फिर the public healthcare पे there are huge lines and which are way messy and it's kind of fucked up. Like you do get services here but it's not that of good of a experience.
Dentist when I was child. I was going here and it was free. But for example, good anesthesia, it costs some money. So
Okay.
something like that. Of course, I was going here. Then I was living in here, and the most citizens of the village they go to this clinic, and the citizens of the nearby villages. Here they also do surgery. Here you can have babies.
Okay.
I was born in this
Wow.
clinic, but then something really serious should be done. Of course, people are going to the city.
Like it's really big hospital.
How do
Wow.
you call cats in your country?
Like if you observe the big furs, I mean that proves the cold weather there that they do have, you
Because
know,
in Russia,
because Indian cats really do have really short furs
you
around
call
the
them,
body.
You should call cats. They're
As
gonna
we
react
know.
on this. I just heard in our countries they say something else. It's like kitty 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 kitty. Our cat's not gonna react on that.
Now we are going to drive along the streets so I can show you the ordinary houses of the locals. Everyone has a garden. Almost everyone grows vegetables, herbs and eggs.
Wow.
We have both more modern houses and a lot of grandparents and just people still live in the old wooden houses. Is Bushka. My grandparents are still live in this one, and I made a video about it.
It's
already on my
beautiful.
channel.
Yeah,
I
it's
make videos
beautiful.
about everything I love.
I mean, I kind of do support wooden houses. Because, like, why don't we have it in India, you know? I guess because वहाँ पे ठंड गर्मी ट्रैप हो जाती है and India is a hot place. But I feel like wooden houses are really good idea because they do cost less and क्यों लगाना भाई लाखों करोड़ों घर में. You just stay there. तुम्हारी 70-80 साल की 60-70-80 साल की जिंदगी है and then your kids pass on and तो like why to put so much money into a house? Rather you can travel, you can go to good places. अब बच्चे को अच्छी जगह पढ़ा सकते हैं rather investing in a really big house पूरा concrete लगा के. So I am kind of a support. So अगर temperature issues नहीं होते wood से, जो कि मुझे नहीं पता अभी, so it can be a really good idea to in India also.
It's like izbushka, my grandma, food, racism, And then of course we have houses which we consider fancy. This is like houses of
Wow,
the local
these are fancy
businessmen
houses
who
of Russia.
opens the stores in the villages, or farmers.
It's beautiful.
I don't know what else people do to earn their money. Going into the houses and asking people who they work for and how much they earn, it's not gonna end up good in Russia. We also have like a high rising buildings in our village. This is also the attribute of the fact that we are not just
Okay, so
village,
there are
we
people
still low.
in the major, in their homes.
And I was
Obviously.
born in this kind of building, and I lived here until 7
What am I
years old.
saying?
And even in the apartments, people have their own gardens. Like each apartment of this building has their own gardens as well.
Which is good, yeah. We should have our gardens. Like, if you have a house and you don't have gardens, it's kind of depressing, you know. Because I don't know, you need something, you know. Because I have seen on YouTube that Americans, majority of them, don't grow anything, you know. They do have a lawn wala system, that they have huge lawns and they don't grow vegetables, kind of, which I found kind of dumb. Because if you have a space, you should have some animals, do some farming, because it's really good, you know. It's really satisfying to do that.
Так хорошо сидите.
Having a good time with family there.
I also want to show you our village shops. There are quite a lot of them now, and it was not like that before. We went to the city to buy clothes or school supplies, or waited for the market to arrive on Friday.
Wow.
Now we have free supermarkets and a lot of private stores that the locals set up. Div Classic.
Did she just say free supermarkets? What? Do they get free groceries?
I also want to show you our village shops.
Okay.
There are quite a lot of them now, and it was not like that before. Previously we went to the city to buy clothes or school supplies, or waited
Okay.
for the market to arrive on Friday. Now we have free supermarkets and
What?
a lot of private stores that the locals set up.
It's insane that they do have free supermarkets in Russia. Means you can get your groceries and all for free. Oh my
Div
god.
Classic sellers. The product range is lower than in supermarkets, but many people go there because they bring some particular tasty bread, or just because they're closer to home. Tell me in the comments what kind of stores in the villages in your country. I have not found such videos on YouTube.
Wow. Even as in Indians, our cities are not like this. I mean, you know, my college is in Bangalore, I live there, and it's like it's like traffic, and even they do have lakes. It's like a whole radioactive lakes which are so polluted, and I mean, it's so depressing to live there. Oh my god, after, you know, if you are earning, I really want to have peaceful life in a place like this, you know, where temperatures do not go so high or something. So depressing to live in India, man.
Спасибо.
Finally, we got to the center of the village. There is a small park, a fountain, and, as in any self-respecting settlement of the post-Soviet space, a monument
Wow.
to Lenin, which was restored
Lenin.
several times
Oh, I have
because
heard
some
of him.
teenagers are constantly climbing on it.
What?
Restored several times because some teenagers are constantly climbing on it.
This is local administration.
Zero civic sense among
This
Russians.
is a children's art center, and I went here to a lot of classes. I went
Okay.
here to dance class, drawing class, clay modeling, video club.
कितनी एक्टिविटीज बोल दी भाई इसने. एंड इन इंडिया इज लाइक किसी को कोई मतलब नहीं है. ओनली बस पीसीएम, पीसीएमबी, पीसीबी, बस पढ़ो. देर इज नो डांसिंग, ये वो. आई मीन देर आर पीपल डूइंग इट, बट कल्चरली इट इज नॉट प्रमोटेड अमंग द यंग पीपल, राइट? So I feel like it should be mandatory to learn instruments, to dance, to learn singing, to have these artistic things, you know, in the curriculum. That should be mandatory. I mean, equal weightage होना चाहिए. They do have, but paper पे ही होता है, you know. They neglected kind of ऐसे main syllabus को लेके, जो कि नहीं होना चाहिए.
Juggling. I was like really active kid, and everything was free, so I just tried everything.
Wow,
and
freebie.
This is a district court.
Like if I want to roll something like this, तो मुझे पे करना पड़ेगा. मेरे स्कूल में आई रिमेंबर ड्रम्स वर देयर, पियानो वर देयर, एंड वो हमें छूने नहीं देते थे. लाइक हमें म्यूज़िक, इफ़ यू टेक म्यूज़िक और म्यूज़िक क्लासेस होती थी तो हमें थ्योरी पढ़ाई जाती थी म्यूज़िक की. ना गाना गाने दिया जाता था, ना इंस्ट्रूमेंट छूने दिया जाता था, एंड वही बजाते रहते थे. एंड इट वाज जस्ट सो. अभी मैं सोचता हूँ, अभी मुझे कुछ सीखना हो तो अभी मुझे क्लासेस लेनी पड़ेंगी, पे करना पड़ेगा. तो अगर मेरे पास पैसा नहीं हो तो मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा, अगर मेरे पास इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है मेनली, बिकॉज मैं अगर मैं यूट्यूब से सीख भी लूँ वो चीज़. सो अगर वहाँ पे ये सब फ्री है तो हमें भी होना चाहिए. वी हैव टू मेक आर्ट रियली रियली एक्सेसिबल टू पीपल, बिकॉज दैट्स वॉट मेक्स पीपल. और इसीलिए इंडियंस, एज एन इंडियंस, वी लैक पर्पज ऑन लाइफ, बिकॉज वी नीड आर्ट इन आवर लाइफ अपार्ट फ्रॉम आवर वर्क टू फुलफिल आवर सेल्फ.
As a child, I thought it was like the most beautiful building in the world. Here in the center is District House of Culture, and here I was also going to the Russian folk dance class. It was
Wow.
fun but traumatizing because the teacher, she did not spare us. Once at the performance, my mom, she didn't have enough time to put a scarf on my head, so while performance I was standing in the first
आई मीन अगर
line.
इफ़ यू आर परफॉर्मिंग अगर छोटे एज से धीरे धीरे, तो यू गेट रियली कंफर्टेबल इन पब्लिक स्पीकिंग और फलाना ढिमकाना. तो यही रीज़न है ना, यू सी कि कॉलेज में फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर के बंदे, दे कांट डू देयर प्रेजेंटेशंस ऑन द स्टेज, दे कांट स्पीक बिकॉज दे आर जस्ट ग्रोन अप, दे डू नॉट हैव एनी पर्सनैलिटी, और उनका स्टेज फियर ऐसे ख़त्म नहीं हुआ होता है. आई वॉज वन ऑफ देम, एंड इट्स नॉट जिनमें बच्चों की गलती है, इट्स द फॉल्ट ऑफ द college system or the education system.
Smiling because it was mandatory to smile wide, and crying my eyes out. And I hold the scarf in my hand. I thought I will be killed, but they took pity on me.
Next to the center is the main park of the village, which we call the Old Park, but it is actually called
Wow.
Cosmonauts Park. It is where we
Okay.
have all the summer festivals like
I feel
Village
like
Day,
there should be more grasses.
Youth Day, Children Protection Day, and so on.
Wow.
There used to be a wooden slide where once rolled down you could get 5 splinters in your ass. That was a beautiful structure.
I found this
I love the Russian accent, to be honest.
slide.
5 splinters in your ass.
Splinters.
That was a beautiful structure.
I found this slide in another part of the village, especially for you, my favorite subscribers, because it is important. I'm glad that it was not
It's made
destroyed,
of wood,
because
it's
there is a
beautiful.
registry of Khorassanka teenagers, names,
Wow.
phone numbers, and other crucial information.
I guess it was like the way to bully people just by writing down their numbers, so like strangers will call to these numbers and I don't know, trying to be acquaintances, and my number was also there, but the number was wrong.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, how am I gonna go down?
It's really amazing, yaar.
We're inside.
I feel
I'll
like
try to
we have, in India, we do have parks, but I feel like they're too plasticky and the equipments there seems like really fragile. Like lakdi ka hi hai, the wood here is really aesthetic, it looks very awesome, and it's really important for us कि हम looks को, कोई चीज़ है तो वो कितनी good looking है in the public space, in the public place, उसको भी दिमाग में रख के चीज़ें बनाएं.
Fine, I'm pretty sure my number is not here anymore. Oh my god, it is still here. This is my name. Prasima, I
Wow.
love you. Sex on the phone. Mostly here is like, as you can see, I love you and all this stuff. The best way to tell someone that you love him. Here used to be a stair and they remove it, I guess just because to make kids not go inside, but as you can see, it's not really a problem to go inside.
I loved the way the guy was looking.
You can see it's not really a problem to
Look at him.
go inside.
Этого нет сценария. Это жизнь.
Now I want to show you a few more places where locals like to spend time. Since our main
Okay.
pastime as teenagers was
Near
just
the river.
walking around the village, we
Wow.
spent time whenever we could stand. For example, this is the Platinka. We used to go swimming here when we were
It's so
kids,
clean.
and well,
As an
we still
Indian,
do
I'm
now.
not really habitual of seeing our rivers clean. मेरा मन कर रहा है अभी मैं दूध चढ़ा दूं इसमें.
It is a dam built most likely to prevent the village from being flooded by the Chigra River. And while in summer we swim in this
Oh, it's a
river,
dam
there are
kind of
even a
thing.
couple of beaches, if it can be called that. In
Wow.
winter, then it freezes, we go sledding and
Oh.
skiing on it.
Now we are going to one of my
Oh my
favorite
god. The benefits of living in Russia. The snow.
places. It's a little bit far away in the field. By the way, now we are passing a cemetery. It's like tradition for us to go there before Easter to clean up the graves of our relatives and leave a kid.
Bro. Cemetery is like very haunting for me. Like मुझे बहुत डर लगता है. It's very depressing too. I know कि like हमारे रिलीजन में भी बर्न द बॉडीज मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है वो, बिकॉज इट्स सो डिप्रेसिंग फॉर मी कि यू नो जिससे मैं प्यार करता था जो मर गया जो भी है वो, एंड उनका शरीर या उनका बॉडी ऐसे ही पड़ा हुआ है उस जगह पे एंड इट्स रॉटिंग धीरे धीरे. ओ माई गॉड, इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा है कि आई नो कि दे आर जस्ट बर्न एंड नॉट देयर इन द वर्ल्ड, यू नो.
We leave candy and cookies, and then children collect them, or it's just being eaten by birds. Not every YouTuber will show you Russian cemetery, right?
Oh my god,
So
it's
appreciate
beautiful.
me, love me, give me likes, comments. Please, blядь. We have quite a lot of fields. The near major city, Samara, is about 140 kilometers away, and everything in between is just fields. So we used to ride bicycles along and steal like sunflowers. We were stealing a little bit of corn. Yes, we were gangsters. And
आई मीन वहाँ के धान जो होते हैं वो भी जो भी उसको बोलते हैं द हस्क और वट एवर, दैट इज ऑल्सो एस्थेटिक.
I'm in Russia. Here is a bungee
Pond.
jump. Me and my friends was coming here a lot to jump. Obviously.
ओ माय गॉड, आई वंडर कि इंडिया ही ऐसा क्यों है यार. यहाँ की हर क्या बोलूं, इट्स नॉट इवन लाइक अ मेजर सिटी और समथिंग रियली रियली बिग. इट्स जस्ट अ नॉर्मल विलेज एंड इट्स ब्यूटीफुली क्लीन.
I will do this right
क्यों करते हैं हम लोग इतने बच्चे पैदा
now
इंडियंस?
as well, but I'm pretty sure I will fall because I have a weak arm.
Oh, it's
Each
like a
time that
swing
I
that you
try
go
just to
around the
ride on
water, I know it.
fall. 100% information. I will do this for YouTube, but it's so cold. Well, that's my village. I moved from here to the city the night that you need it,
Wow.
but I've been coming back here every weekends, just like a lot of people do these days. They just live and work in the city, and on weekends they come to their home, or like my parents, they
Wow,
want to
this is
spend their
amazing.
retirement in here, and I understand them pretty well because only here I feel calm. All
यहाँ पे तो if someone leaves their village they don't come back, or they do so they act like oh my god I'm from the, like they are like from the village Shanaya, that meme
time,
kind
no
of.
matter what happens in the country and the world, even if an
So
alien
peaceful.
invasion starts, I really don't know what next years is preparing for us. I will not be surprised. In case of alien invasion, I will just come back here and I will hide in the forests and fields, pick mushrooms and berries, and raise chickens with my relatives and friends. That's my plan. I will be really interested to read
Wow.
your comments, what you think about my village.
Wow, it was a really amazing video, you know. I really didn't know that. मुझे पता था कि Russia is beautiful and it's awesome, but a normal village in Russia is also this peaceful and this beautiful. And I also searched lots of fact and got to know too much about the country. Overall, I really loved it. So yeah, if you liked it, just do like the video, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.